I just got back from work and I'm gonna need you guys to either watch this video all the way through so I can get some ad revenue, or send me $1 million so I can quit my job already, because this ain't it. This ain't it at all. We're gonna go ahead and talkity talk today, because I just had a thought while I was riding the bus home, like I tend to do. And also I have a TikTok of the day. Now you men might not like the TikTok of the day because it's kind of talking about you guys, but it brought up some interesting things that I thought that I could go ahead and share on my channel, my point of view, woo doo woo doo woo. And we're gonna get into it after this intro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitely Random, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump in it. I went ahead and changed my shirt because I was uncomfortable in my uniform top, but like, I want you guys to go ahead and look at the TikTok, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speak about it.
I buy a new car for the bitch, for real. I tear down the mall with the bitch, for real. You can't even talk to the bitch, nah.
I've seen a lot of women stitching this, and they've been talking about how men do not care about whether or not you want them, but I would like to take a step further. This is literally the same thing as no means no in the bedroom. You not wanting them is irrelevant, because with enough time and pressure, you will want them. That's how they think in their head. Think about every movie you've ever watched where boy wants girl, girl never fucking wants boy. But you know, in the movies, after it being persistent enough, girl always comes around. So the same way that they think that they have to be persistent with us with sex is the same thing that they think if they're persistent enough that we will like them eventually. Not to mention, some men are actually turned on by your repulsion, just so you know. Some men see it as a chase. Their predatory instincts kick in and they see it as some kind of conquest if they can get this woman who's obviously not interested in them to then suddenly be interested in them. It is rape culture.
Now, at this point, you guys should have already looked at the TikTok. I've recorded this multiple times, so I'm just getting straight into it. Today, I was thinking while I was on the bus about how my inability to say no has put me into a lot of sticky situations. And what's really scary is all of those situations who are fear-based. Now, I was talking to earlier today, and we were talking about a specific thing in which he was just afraid to ask someone else or tell someone else some type of information, specifically the fact that I don't necessarily plan on getting the COVID shot. He was afraid to tell the other person that I wasn't going to get the COVID shot because he was worried about how they would perceive him. I was like, babe, that don't make no sense. It's me that's not getting the COVID shot. There's nothing that you can do to try to convince me to get the COVID shot necessarily. And the person that you're telling, if they have anything to say, they have to direct it towards me because I'm the one who doesn't want the COVID shot, right? But no, his fear, his anxiety pushed him to be like, well, you know, I don't feel comfortable having that conversation with this person. 1 second. I was like, okay, cool. But you know what? Fear really keeps us boxed in. Fear really keeps us from doing what we want to do. Fear really keeps us in a position where we're unsafe. And I want to say any situation that has caused me the most trauma, any situation in my life that has caused me uncomfort and trauma has always been tied up with fear. And so if me personally, do not let fear control me anymore, where would I be? Because I know where I am because I let fear control me, right? Stick with me. I know it sounds silly, or maybe it doesn't sound silly. Maybe sometimes when I'm just ranting, I'm actually making a lot of sense. But if I isolate fear and just beat his butt, then fear can't necessarily keep me, putting me in these sticky situations. Because when I step out of my box that I'm afraid of everyone on the outside, I'm afraid of men because of what other men have done to me. If I step out of that box of fear, I'll be able to step into more situations, more opportunities, okay? Because here's the thing, give me a second. Here's the thing, y'all, and I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly or whatnot, but here is the thing. Fearful situations, dangerous situations, traumaful situations, they followed me even when I was trying to avoid them. Heck, they followed me all the way to South Korea. These situations happen. They are a part of life. And if I stop my life every single time a situation like this happens, I don't know where I would be, okay? But even more recently, I told you guys after the situation where I was working as a security guard at Morehouse College, and one of the students came into my booth. He was very aggressive with trying to kiss me, trying to rub all on me. He grabbed my butt cheeks and all that. He was way too aggressive, way too dang aggressive. And I talked to you guys that day after. I was like, I was just assaulted, and I did a video after, and I was like, I saw the boy again, right? That situation happened even when I was minding my own business. Bad people will come to you even if you're minding your own business. Even if you're in your own space, they will invade your space. Good people won't invade your space, and it's hard to find good people. Bad people are around every corner. But if you box yourself away, the bad people are the only ones they have the interest, they have the gall, they have the audacity to come into your box to hurt you. Good people they're not going to show up uninvited, okay? So my thing is, I'm putting myself in a box, and all of these experiences that I'm experiencing are bad experiences because no good person is going to come into my box and fuck my box up. But the bad people, they don't care, okay? So that is one main example. And then I just think about how fear has controlled me. Even in situations, like I could say in that situation, I was more so like, I chose that job because I was afraid to deal with people. So I'm working overnight shifts because I don't want to have to interact with people. Why? Why don't I want to interact with people? I've had bad experiences with people. I feel like I don't connect with people. Why? I'm afraid. There's no situation out there that's necessarily happened where it's just like it scarred me so much because I went ahead and I jumped off of the ledge of fear, okay? The times that I've jumped off of the ledge of fear, I've met friends, I've met people. The times that I don't let shame control me, I've been my most freest. You guys have seen that video. My Savage X Fenty video that I did. I was so anxious before I let that video release. I was so stressed out. I started crying. I had a whole little breakdown about that video. And at the end, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I posted it. And look where that video is right now. I mean, I know we might have gotten a lot of traction from the people that were following me because of the bras video. But also, I have people in my life that say I still dance to that song. I'm still feeling that Savage X Fenty song. I have people in my life that ask me, when are you gonna drop the next song? And I have people who listen to the lyrics that I create and they're like, dang girl, okay, when that's coming out? Okay, I have a certain level of talent, okay? I am talented and I can do so much. I can do so much, and what is stopping me from doing any of the things that I want to do is fear. And I'm so freaking tired of fear. I'm so freaking tired of being held back by something that is inside of my head. I don't like it. I don't like it here. I think about it, okay? And let's get into it. I mean, we're already into it, but let's get into it some more. I think about it. And while I am stuck in this in-between phase of being future-orientated, but also still stuck in the past, very much stuck in the past. Everyone else is moving on, and I'm just like, my mommy didn't love me. You know, I'm tired of being stuck in the past. But I also want to respect my inner child, the girl that was hurt, the me that was hurt. Before I was afraid of things, I was so free. And I look at younger me that wasn't afraid to ask questions or wasn't afraid to be seen as weird. I mean, in some cases, it was a persona that I put upon myself. Oh, I like talking to people. It does make me anxious. Let's be real. As an adult, it especially makes me anxious. But when I was younger, I was so open to rejection. And as I got older, I got more afraid of rejection. But you know what? Younger me had it right. Younger me had it right. Younger me is where I want to be. I'm tired of freaking fear. How many years do we have on this earth? Not a lot. Let's be real, not a lot. You don't have a lot. I'm 25. I mean, what am I going to do with my years? Be afraid my whole life? That sucks. Be stuck my whole life? That sucks. I can achieve so much. And it took me watching someone else be afraid to just say something about something that wasn't even them. Being afraid for someone who doesn't control your life whatsoever. What can they say? You can be mad at me because I don't want to take a shot, you know? You know, that's within your right. I mean, you're exerting a lot of energy to be mad at me, who is, in some cases, for some people, a perfectly good stranger. I think about the times where I couldn't just tell somebody to leave me alone. Like, you know, you try to be polite. You don't want to be rude to anyone. Like, someone's bothering you and you're just like, okay, well, let me just, yeah, okay. And it's not trying to be fake. It's that, matter of fact, maybe it is trying to be fake. It's this thing that we're taught in the South. You just gotta make nice, okay? And you learn it because you listen to your mothers or your fathers or your uncles or your aunts say some really messed up things, and you know you younger and you can't really call them out on the messed up things that they say, so you just keep your mouth shut. Okay? It's really this action of just keeping your mouth shut that really gets you put into these situations, at least for me, okay? Because if these situations with men were to happen where I have been assaulted, let's be real, I've been assaulted. I feel like in these cases, if I was just like, fuck no, get off me, boy. Like, if I was just like that, I wouldn't have been in those situations. But also, it's not in my nature. I was not taught to be that way. I was not raised that way. And while for some people, it would be very easy if somebody tried to touch on me. Oh no, they're not finna touch on me. In the situations that I have been in, I have frozen in every single situation. And I'm not gonna look back at the past and be like, you know what, Leah, you suck because you froze in that situation. It happens, okay? It truly does happen, and it's happened to me enough. Now, I'm a big girl, okay? Last time I tried to show y'all how big I was, I made that fall down. But, like, I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. I don't know how much y'all can see of that, but I am a big girl. There's no doubt about it. And no matter how big I am, it truly doesn't mean anything. The bigness of my body does not protect me any more than if I was tiny. And honestly, the tiniest women have the strongest attitudes, I will say so. Myself, I've seen it. The tiniest woman will yell the loudest, and she will demand respect the strongest, okay? It's lovely. I love to see it. But as a big girl, I think people assume that I would be more forceful. The thing is, I'm just not. It's not in my nature to be forceful. It's in my nature to be more curious. It's in my nature to ask more questions. It's in my nature to just be a little bit annoying, okay? Specifically to the people I love. But it's not in my nature to get aggressive in these situations in which my rights, my wants, and my desires are being denied. Because growing up, I was in a plethora of situations where my rights, my wants, and my desires were denied. And you had to put up with it. Okay, so now as an adult, it's not, well, you're gonna listen to me roar. I'm stepping into that energy, but I did lack that energy for a long part of my life, and I'm working on it. Each day, I'm working on it. So, that's just what I was thinking about today, and I just wanted to go ahead and share it, not even for the people that might watch this video, but also for me, because there's something about going back and watching my videos that make me feel like, okay, sis, we're doing it, we're growing, we're getting there, you're beautiful, we're growing, we're getting there, you're beautiful. I gotta tell that to myself sometimes, because, you know, I don't think I tell that to myself enough. Maybe you don't tell that to yourself enough. So you need to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, dang, girl, beautiful. and keep it pushing. Much love and positive vibes. Like and subscribe, whatever you want to do, as long as you're doing it with me. Bye, Jones Phone.